Told our guys prior to the game that the team that would win this game tonight would be a team that showed that had the most determination, that the game, whoever the game meant more to. And I think that was obvious tonight that they came mentally and emotionally prepared. It's hard to shoot that well from the perimeter if you're in the gym shooting by yourself with no defense around you at all. They're a good shooting team, so I think we played a part in that, but not being prepared to play that junkyard defense that we've been accustomed to over the years. To say that I'm disappointed, is disappointed with the loss, but you got to give Miami a lot of credit for just being focused. Their minds were right, and they played with such a grit, such a determination. They moved faster without the ball. I think we set a record tonight. I've never been on a team that got no offensive rebound in a half. I never seen that, never heard that. That means that I know we're playing with 4 guards and a power forward. I get that. But that's part of the game. And not being focused enough to get some tip-ins, some putbacks, and get some offensive rebound that allow you to fall. Allow you to get fouled, get to the foul line. And we did not shoot that well, so we had plenty of opportunities to get offensive rebound. Now, is that inexperience? Is that still learning and growing? Because it was obvious that when we missed a shot, they was pushing the ball down the court, and we expected that, and knowing that maybe we might have been inexperienced in certain areas. But I'm hopeful that the Knights beat down will get us more ready and more determined and prepared mentally to play against Clemson. Because I'm sure our guys, when they watch the film, they're going to feel the same way I feel. Some of us inexperienced, some of us lack of offensive execution, and some of us just more inexperienced team executing their system better than we executed our system, offensively and defensively.
After the way you guys played the last couple of games, are you surprised by this, or do you expect with a younger team that you might have days like this?
Well, I think we've been consistently inconsistent the entire year, and when you're in a position like we're in, I try to put myself in the mind of inexperienced players who have not played together, who are real still learning a system. And what we're doing with this team, we've never had to do before. And as a coach, sometimes you take things for granted. This is the way we play. But in reality, I always had a team dominated by 3rd and 4th year players. I've never had a team since I've been here that's relying on so many guys, 4 or 5 freshmen and some 2nd year guys who've been with us a couple of years. And there's a lot of breakdown from an execution standpoint because the things that we are asking them to do, they're not habit forming. They haven't had enough execution, they haven't had enough reps over and over and over for it to become habit. And so it's a perfect storm for a team that's playing as well as Miami's playing and shooting the ball as well as they're playing. And they don't make very many execution mistakes. Their execution of their game plan was almost flawless. They spread the floor, and we tried to pressure the ball way out on the floor. They were backdooring. Normally we like to overplay and like to pressure the ball. We still learn how to do that, learn how to have that cushion. And they moved the ball and caught us many times not executing the way we've been accustomed to. And I got to compliment them. They had a lot to do with how poorly we played today. It wasn't just their effort. They cut harder, yes. They pushed the ball down the court, transition, yes. But I also think that they stuck with the game plan and executed because of their maturity and the growth of that team compared to where we are in terms of our development. They were the better team today. They deserved to win. You know, we played them even the second half, maybe won by 2 points, but that is nothing to be proud of from my standpoint.
How hard is it to get guys on any team to not allow maybe missed shots on offense to lead to, I don't know, frustration or less focus on the defensive end? Because it definitely seems like when the shots are falling, then the disruption on the defense starts to pick up a little more.
Well, a lot of that is offensive execution, because early in the game we were just playing from top guard on the left, the guard on the right, waiting on the ball screen. But the ball needs to go from corner to corner to move, and you're supposed to cut and move to create opportunities for the defense to make a mistake. But when you're just throwing the ball from this side guard to that guard, waiting on the ball screen, and not dribble handoff, not throwing the ball there, getting corner screens, then you allow a team to set in one place and just play from here to here. And that's, I'm disappointed that we have not adjusted that the whole year. And that's part of maybe we're not doing a great job teaching, and maybe they're not doing a great job learning. But either way, whatever's going on, we are not at the point where we're making the extra pass and moving the ball to create opportunities for your teammates. We're not having very many guys drive into the lane after ball movement and creating opportunities for each other. That has not been one of our strong points. We move the ball and we cut. But you have to be able to do what they did, get into the lane, come to a 2-foot stop and find people. And that's an area where we have not grown as much as I would like to. When we shoot the ball well, sometimes we play a little better. You know, it energizes you a little more. Mature teams, on nights when think the ball's not falling, they get tough on defense. And we didn't match their defensive effort tonight. And that's the hairlines a bad loss. You know, and this was an important game for us because it's a national ranked team. We're trying to dig ourselves out of this ditch. But the good news about when you're ACC, you always got a good team right around the corner. You don't have a chance to have a pity party. It's like you don't have a chance to celebrate very much. We gotta learn from this, put it behind us, and we gotta move on and start preparing for Clemson. Get home early, hopefully, and watch them play tonight. And but we always, our staff does a great job in game preparation. Sometimes we overkill. We try to catch every raindrop. You know, we don't miss very much. But that's what this team needs. They need to be thoroughly aware of all the pluses and minuses of our opponent, because they got to learn and grow and improve in those areas like some of the other teams we've had here. It's just that we have not been this inexperienced. And I've taken that for granted. I actually thought that my wildest dreams, I didn't think we'd be this young and inexperienced. But that's part of growth, that's part of adjustment we have to make as a staff, and we'll put this thing right back together. But we don't want to have to wait till next year. We want to try to see whether or not we can win our full share of the remaining games we have. So we play we're 5-5. We have 10 more games to go. 10 more games gives us an opportunity, you know, to at least finish the season in a respectable manner.
Everybody else set?